Hi everybody, I just wanted to come today and encourage you just for a couple things that we may be dealing with. I know it's a really tough time right now, and some people are dealing with depression, anxiety. Life can just be so overwhelming, and I know for me personally, I've dealt with depression since I was 14 years old, and fortunately with God on my side, I've been able to pretty much overcome it. But of course, it tries to rear its ugly head every now and then. And so I just wanted to share with you some things that in my 47 years of life that I've come to just figure out, and with the Lord's help. So I just know for me, I just have to think of it as we're made up of our physical, our souls. And so our bodies, our souls, and our spirits. And for the physical, you have to think about what you can do to take care of yourself. So for me, I always think of my diet, what supplements I might need to take. Like I know a lot of us are deficient in vitamin D, especially in the Northwest, and obviously exercise. I know a lot of times I'm just not feeling very motivated, and sometimes even Aaron will say to me, hey, let's just go for a walk. And it just really, it helps a lot, boosts my mood, but sometimes if I'm feeling anxious, it calms me. So exercise is so great. And also getting enough rest. I know there was a couple of us, I shared with some friends, and I know a couple others shared with me that they were really struggling to sleep, especially when the quarantine first happened. I didn't even feel anxious, but I just had some issues sleeping. And so we have to make sure we get enough rest and figure out ways that we can. The other thing that we need to do is, especially for this is for busy moms, especially, is really taking time for ourselves. I know sometimes it's so hard, but even if it's 30 minutes here and there, or even if it's 5 minutes, just to go, even if you have to go sit in your car for 5 minutes, or, hide in the pantry, whatever you got to do. The other thing is, what are we feeding our souls? Our souls are made up of our mind, our will, and our emotions. So you just think about, like, what are you feeding your mind? So for me, I like to listen to encouraging books, audio, podcasts. I like to be around like-minded friends, or just friends in general. Just like, I know, like, just being around church family and friends, it just boosts my mood. In fact, the other day, my sister called me out of the blue, and I didn't even realize how much I needed to talk to one of my sisters. But when I got off the phone, I just felt rejuvenated. The other thing that is a good idea is having a gratitude journal and just writing things down. Or even if you just think of one thing you're grateful for every day. It could be little things, like yesterday I said I was thankful for toilet paper. The other thing we need to do is always remember to put on the full armor of God. And that obviously it feels like, it's our spirit and soul, but we can even do it physically, act like we're acting it out physically. As far as what we're feeding our spirit, just reading the word, being in the word, praising God through worship and prayer. And I really like this. I was reading something the other day that was talking about making sure we're spiritually, if we're spiritually hungry, how to meet those needs. But it said, Pastor Chris Hodges says, when the body and soul are hungry, they get loud. But when the spirit is hungry, it gets quiet. And it really hit me when I thought about that, because I thought, that's what happens to me. I just kind of shut down sometimes, and sometimes God has to remind me to seek him, because it's like I'm so hungry. Instead of seeking him, I just shut down. But that's when we really need to do it. So I hope this encourages you today. I know it's super short, but hopefully this just encourages you and makes you think of some things, some areas that maybe you're hungry and you didn't even realize you were. Just be blessed, and praying for everyone to be healthy and full of the joy of the Lord.